Subscribe to the Light Sport Ultralight Flyer web video magazine with hundreds and hundreds of videos now online, including airshow coverage, Rotax engine tech tips, Rotax 377, 447, 503, 532, and 582 engine rebuilding videos, each 2 hours in length, propeller maintenance, advisories and repairs, BRS parachute saves, Bing carb updates, and much, much more. Get a yearly subscription at www.ultralightflyer.com. Nynja, this one's from Japan?
Yes, it is from Japan. Well, no, it's not at all. Okay, so here we are, Sun and Fun 2011, and we're speaking with Tony Berman, and I once flew Tony's airplane, and it was a Skyranger, had a 503 on it, nice little flight, and nice little airplane. And we walked up to this one, and we went, Nynja, what's that? Stuck my head inside and went, gee, this looks a lot like a Skyranger. Well, in truth, it is. Best Off is the name of the French company that's behind this, and a gentleman named Philippe Prévost. And sorry, Philippe, if that's a bad pronunciation of your last name.
Correct.
And Tony Berman is the new rep to work with this particular airplane, and this is a kit. So this is experimental amateur built today, right?
Correct.
Do you have a plan to go toward special light sport aircraft?
We're talking with Philippe right now, and we're trying to get the credentials to get the SLSA.
Yep, he's got to have all the testing documentation.
Yes.
Quite a bit of stuff. It's no small job.
It's not a big, yeah.
So this is a great way to start. It's a kit, but here's what's interesting about this. Tony said they just got this, what we're sitting on, what I'm sitting on here, 2 months ago, and here it is. So it's not flying yet, and I said it's a little too clean to be flown because there's not a bug spot on this airplane, so it's a little bit of a giveaway. But let's talk a little bit about what some of the changes are that brought this from the Skyranger, which was notable as being a very simple kit. One of the distinguishing characteristics of it was it had all straight tubing everywhere, and simple process of putting the kit together, and a simple fabrication, and therefore a low cost. Well, this has changed now, because now we got fiberglass all around on this. Before it was all fabric covered with aluminum tubing inside. The aluminum tubing remains, and it still looks pretty simple. In fact, I'd say it looks simpler to me. So tell me how this airplane has changed a little bit, Tony.
Well, what they did was they brought down these rear backward tubes to make access for a rear window.
Yeah, you got a tremendous amount of upward visibility here.
Yeah, and then we're in the process of making a luggage compartment back here out of fiberglass, just to slide in there and have a quick access in and out. So to check your
yeah, right now it's kind of cool. I don't know if your camera's shooting all the way back in there or not, but boy, you can see the entire airplane inside. Now you'll prevent a little bit of that with a baggage area, but you got to have a baggage area. So as this continues to develop, that'll be one of the things. But what else has changed about it?
Well, basically, just the dash area, the instrument cluster is almost about the only thing that really changed.
Well, I mean, it's finished more than the other one.
Yeah, it's not
because of the center console arrangement. That wasn't in the other one at all.
No.
Of course, the instrument panel, as you say, changed, and your camera's not going to show it from that angle. But when you come around a little bit later, this is a tremendous amount of room up here. I mean, for a guy that likes to stretch his leg once in a while, like I do, this would be beautiful. So I'm kind of liking the way I look at what I see here.
Yeah.
The original one, though, had 2 sticks, did it not?
This one does come with 2 sticks. You can order it with 2 sticks, and it'll come out here and then kind of up like this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, there are people who like it each way, so that's neat that you can have it.
It's either or.
For many, this is a nice clean entry. There's nothing in your way here, and generally you just got a pilot on the left and a passenger on the right, unless you're doing instruction. But if that's the case, shoot, that's about as easy as it gets. But neat to know that you can have it both ways. Therefore, it could be a training aircraft once you've got SLSA approval, of course.
That's right.
Well, you can train in an EAB, but only for that owner.
Correct.
So we'll look forward to that later. What is the plan about? What is your plan with the kit now? It's a kit today,
right?
And you're going to sell kits for a while, but you're working on SLSA. So meantime, tell me what the build time would be on a kit. If I said, "Gosh, I love it. I'll take one." How long is it going to take me?
It took us actually 2 months, and we only really worked on it all day Saturday and all day Sunday. But at night after work, we only had like 4 hours in it between two guys, me and my other partner.
Yeah. So how many hours do you think you had in? Did you keep track of that?
250 at the most.
Is that right? 250-hour build time. Now, given that's from some people that have an idea how it went together because you built Skyranger kits. But I think that's pretty significant. 250-hour kit, and what kind of money are we talking about?
For the kit?
Yeah, just the kit, not the engine, not the panel, all the rest of it.
The kit's $20,900.
$20,900, okay. And this is in early 2011, of course.
Yeah, and the only reason for that is because of the euro change.
And euro, yeah, it's imported out of France. Now, is all the fabrication of all the bits and pieces that we see here all done in France?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The detail is not. You have to do the detailing.
Of course, but I mean the fiberglass component parts, the tubing structures, the landing gear, all out. You're getting all that out of
just a little bit of trimming, and they even actually mark the holes in the fiberglass, and they're pretty dang close, and it's almost on.
Pretty dang close. That's what we like in an airplane. I'm just kidding.
Any special tools or anything required to build it? Any jigging involved?
No, none at all. None at all. And they also, you can still get the different the different engines. You can still put the 582 in it.
Oh, you can. Okay.
If you want. You know.
And what do you got in this one?
The 912S.
912S in this one.
The 100 horse.
This is going to be.
This is the S makes the plane. Actually.
Yeah, I'm as well as it did with a 503 at 52 horsepower. I think that one had dual carb on it. It was plenty lively then. Now that's not the identical airplane we're looking at here, but it's very similar.
It's real.
And I know that there was a 912 installation in the older Skyranger, but I never flew that. I'm thinking it's got to be a very impressive performer.
Oh yeah.
Tell me a little bit about empty weight, gross weight on this particular experimental amateur built Nynja.
Empty weight's running between around 550.
550.
550 pounds.
And what's gross on this one?
12. Right at 1,200.
1,200, okay.
Yeah. So it's about 600 pounds.
Yeah, you got a lot of useful load, and you know you're a solid 100 pounds, more than 100 pounds less than a common SLSA, which almost all go to 1320, the maximum limit they're allowed to go to. Well, that 100 and some pounds less with the same engine that those other folks are using is going to make this thing just homesick angel climb.
What kind of figures do we have on it for cruise and climb and stall?
Cruise is normal cruise is 109.
Knots or miles an hour?
Miles an hour.
109 miles an hour cruise.
Just a normal cruise, and then if you can cut back a little bit at 103, I think it was.
Okay.
It's about 10 to 15 miles faster than the other original Skyranger with the fiberglass.
Yeah, without fabric. That you know, I like fabric covered airplanes, no problem with that at all. But they're not going to be as fast as something that lets the air slide by more easily.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
What kind of climb rates are we getting out of it?
Actually, I think it's like 1,500. 1,500.
I could believe that in a lightweight airplane with the biggest of the standard Rotax 912s, it would go like crazy. Anything else to observe in the cockpit? I see what appears to be the flap handle here.
Yes, sir.
And oh yeah, okay. So we're functioning. Detent buttons. Actually, you might have to bring your camera down in here, Dave. There's some little detent slots. If you can see behind my hand here, there's a detent slot. And of course, we're seeing some of the control cable pulleys and so forth too. And then what do we got here? Is this choke?
That's just the choke.
Choke handle and stick and brake on the front of the stick.
Yeah.
Steerable nose wheel?
Steerable nose wheel.
Yep, all steerable. And I see you got pedals on both sides, and of course single center brake because it's a handbrake proposition.
Where's the fuel?
The fuel's in right behind the back seats. They're about 14 gallons total.
14 total. And given this airplane lightness and everything, I'm guessing it's at least 3 hours, maybe 4 hours of use. So
yeah, three and a half.
If someone were to order an airplane here at the show, how long before they could expect delivery?
I think it's running time's about 2 weeks.
So 2 weeks is all, huh? Okay, that's pretty quick. Okay, so now you said the kit 20,900. We know the engine's not that much, but close to that. I mean, moving toward that.
Yeah.
This airplane here, when it was all done, retail price, instrumentation you've got in it, we'll let your camera come around here and look, but you've got basically radios and the Grand Rapids EIS information. So it's a very simple little panel, all you need in my opinion, but equipped this way as we see it here, what do you think a retail investment would be for someone?
Probably you're looking at about 45,000 somewhere, depends what kind of
so between 40 and 45,000. Does that include paint?
It's really not paint.
You're gonna-
Yeah, about 900 for paint.
You're gonna call it $1,000 for paint.
Yeah.
And that's a kit, so you're still gonna have to invest your 250 hours.
About
But
45 by the time you get all done.
all done. So about 45,000. That's a pretty good value in today's market. And you think, well, it's a new airplane. I don't know. Well, no, it's not really. This airplane's been around a while. How many Skyrangers are flying?
Geez, I couldn't answer. There's quite a few.
Yeah,
I did an interview years ago, and they said there was over 600 of them flying then.
yeah. Somehow I had the number 1,000 in my head that they might have
They
hit.
started it here in the U.S. in 2000.
Right.
2000, 2001, that year.
So it's had that long. So this has been around a little while, and Americans know this airplane, even if they don't recognize the fiberglass exterior that this one has on it. So,
So if we want to get some more information, where would we go?
well, it looks like the website here is Best Off. Let me make sure I got that right.
Yep.
Best Off Aircraft. That's BESTOFF aircraft.com.
And do you have a flight report on this airplane, Dan?
I do not have a flight report on the Nynja. I do have a flight report on the Skyranger, and it'll be similar, but we're going to wait to get the flight on this one here to do even better with it. And all that information you can find on bydanjohnson.com or bydanjohnson.com.